Okay, welcome back to DCUO, DC Universe Online. I'm the Gray Haired Gamer, your host, and today we are back for our newest episode where we're going to take our first trip to Metropolis. Now, in our last episode, we did get a mission, and we need to select that in our journal here, The World of Tomorrow. We need to get instructions from Zantana and the Chinatown safe house, and that is in Metropolis.
Heads up, there's trouble in the Tomorrow District. Circe's bestiamorphs are all over the area, which means Circe can't be far behind. Zatanna in the Chinatown safe house can give you further instructions.
Alright, so we can get there a couple ways. We can go out our base into Gotham, travel to the nearest safe house, and use the teleporter hub. But we could also get there using our warp menu from our map. And yes, we can go to Metropolis. And fortunately, they don't have too many loading screens. They are pretty quick. There we go. And again, we have our, we're at Midtown Metropolis. And we need to get to Chinatown. So if we check our map. It's up here. It's not all that far. We can fly it. You'll see we changed our look a little bit. We got a one of the chroma packs, one of the textures, and we applied it to our helmet to make it look a little more mystical, kind of like a Dr. Fate type of deal. Now we will use our speed boost with our flight, and we will get there in just a minute or two. And again, Metropolis, like Gotham, is another huge map. The graphics are great. Textures on all the buildings and everything are top notch. You know, considering the age of the game, this thing still performs very well. Oh, hello. There is a investigation. We always want to be collecting these things up. Now, again, Metropolis has its own investigations, its own collectibles.
I'm Vicky Vale, and this is JLA Watch. Today, Wonder Girl, daughter of Zeus, former champion of Ares, or just an ordinary teen with extraordinary powers? Luckily for us, she follows in the footsteps of her mentor, Wonder Woman, and even the Amazons of Themyscira hail her as one of their own. Together, they use their Olympian God-given talents to battle tyranny.
Okay. So, yeah, they have their own feats for exploration, visiting iconic landmarks in Metropolis, exploring the different neighborhoods, their own collectibles, their own briefings over here. So just like Gotham, you always want to be on the lookout and to gather them up wherever you can. Now we're going to head into the Chinatown District of Metropolis. And if you choose to have Wonder Woman as a hero, as your mentor, you will start off here doing a couple missions for Dr. Fate. So there's a lot of magical shops and things like that here in Chinatown. Okay, so here we are And you'll notice out here we do have this big wanted poster. This is a bounty, and they do keep track, the game keeps track of collecting bounties. Now, like for a hero, your bounty will be on a supervillain. Like here, defeat 5 new villains. Okay, so now this would be like a PvP. We would have to defeat 5 villain players, not NPCs. So we're actually going to skip that. But you do have bounties and wanted posters for supervillains that are NPCs. And if you go and defeat them out in the open world and defeat them, you do get a nice little cash bonus, an experience bonus, and the game will keep track. And likewise, if you're a villain, there will be bounties on NPC heroes located again out in the open world. And it will sometimes pop up messages saying, you know, heroes lead villains. Let's see if we can find one of those bounty maps. Herbs. No, we may not be high enough level yet.
Amazon forces,
all right, let's get our mission.
Wonder Girl herself, have responded, but more help is needed. Get down there and stop Circe.
Okay, and Circe, if you don't know, is one of the gods. You know, Wonder Woman. They have Hades and Zeus, the Greek gods, in that. And Circe is an evil goddess of magic. And when you're a magical villain, she is your mentor, and she is an enemy of Wonder Woman. Okay, so we got a ring from Oracle, and you'll see now the broker sent us a bunch of things that we sold all duplicate collection that we got, and we sold them all for just to try and counteract. So many people on there sell items for ridiculous amounts of money, 3 million, 4 million. And so I sell my stuff for super cheap to help out. And when you're a totally free player, you have a limit on how much cash you can carry. It used to be $3,000, but now I think they have bumped it up. So for you to buy a $3 million item, just completely impossible. So I sell super cheap. Just to try and bust the people trying to rip us off. Got our mission. Let's get out on the streets. And like I said before, where it is always night, well, now we're in Metropolis, where it's always daytime and it's always bright and sunny and wonderful. Now later on, other open areas, open world areas, including Central City, there is a Gotham battleground. It's free. There's an alternate Gotham where there's a huge battle. You can go in there and explore. A bunch of different ones, and you'll unlock those as you, and then start working on. I believe the missions, once you hit level 30, like I said, 1 to level 30 is basically an extended tutorial. Okay, that's where you get your powers, you unlock them all, and then once you hit 30, you become a full-fledged member of the Justice League, or if you're a villain, member of the Hall of Doom, and then the real game opens up. All the story content opens up for you, and you don't go by levels anymore. You go by combat rating, or CR, and that is based on how good your gear is. And now, the way it used to be when you got those unlocked, like I said before, you have solos, one-man missions that are story-related, duos that are two-man, 4-person raids and 8-person raids. Now, they used to be based on your CR. That if you were low CR, just got to level 30, you could only take the easiest missions. And then as you got better and better gear, it would unlock more and more missions in each of the categories. Now I believe they have changed it to where you can run anything. And as well, all that story mission, all those raids are now free to play. Alright, so we're almost here to the Tomorrow District.
My greetings.
And if we look on the map...
Circe's bestiomorphs are running
we'll let her
rampant in the
talk.
Tomorrow District. Wonder Girl went in to investigate, but I've not heard from her since. Clearly, Circe is up to foul play. I charge you, track down Wonder Girl and defeat Circe's plans.
Okay, so Wonder Girl has been kidnapped by Circe. So let's take a look at the map. We'll show you where we are here. Oop, wrong one, wrong button, my bad. Alright, I wanted to zoom out. Okay, we were just over here in Chinatown, so now we've moved on to the center. And there are collections and things all through this area. Here's Star Labs. There's also the Science Spire. So there are some notable locations there. And one more thing we want to look at. We did get a couple pieces in our inventory here. There was our collection that we snagged up along the way. And as well, we got a ring. This was in our mail from Oracle. So we want to equip that. And that is a collection we've already got. And we got a radar enhancer. Again, that's a 15-minute, one-time use consumable that will reveal investigations, briefing, and collection nodes on your mini-map. So you'll see little symbols up in the upper right. So you don't have to search around quite so much. Makes them a lot easier to find, but it's very short, 15 minutes. Alright, so we gotta beat the crap out of some bestiomorphs and free some spellbound Amazonians. And that's you can see there's a Amazon right there. That they changed her into a bestiomorph. Alright, so now we got her knocked down, we can free her from that spell.
You must help Wonder Girl escape Giganta!
Now again, if you're taking your time and doing this, like I say, what I do is I will go to the edge of the mission area and I will scan and scout all along the edge for collections and briefings. And that way, as you go travel through the story, you will cover a lot of ground and a lot of area. Like right here, boom, here's a collectible. I say I go usually about 1 block. You don't have to go very far out. See, we got there before that fella did. And I will search around. But we don't want to spend all day. We want to cover the story. We can always come back and search for collectibles later. Okay, and that's actually a villain player. It's got the purple. So they're doing like the counter mission to what we're doing, because they're actually trying to help Circe. And she's trying to fight me. She can't because you have to request the reward and I have to agree. And neither one of us are in PvP, so she can't actually attack me. If we were in a PvP phase, then it would have been game on. We'd have been duking it out. Now, we still want to be looking for our green collections of levels. And these green ones are our story arc, and each one will tie into what we're doing now.
The carving on this horn is likely self-inflicted.
Do something! What do these beasts want?
And again, there's usually 6 of these in one story arc. So we found one here, and as we move on to the next area, we'll find a second one, and etc. all the way up till we fight the mini boss.
Oh boy, Giganta kidnapped Wonder Girl? She's always wanted the power of an Amazon princess, and Circe must have promised her exactly that. We have to get to Wonder Girl quickly.
Alright, so let's get to someplace safe here. We'll check out our journal. Okay, and she said Giganta kidnapped Wonder Girl, and when you first start the game, we had that big long cutscene. The very, very giant woman is Giganta. That she has the power to make herself very large and very strong. And she is a longtime villain in the DCUO. Alright, so let's get on to the next part of the mission.
Will know where Giganta has taken Wonder Girl. Seek out Lieutenant Pythia. She will give you something to loosen their tongues.
Alright, so we need to move to the next area, which is right over here. Then we'll get the next part of our mission. And if I remember right, there is one of the, yeah, here we go. There is one of, maybe it's not this one, but it's, in one part of this story arc, there is one of the bounties. It's called the Minotaur. And it's a free-roaming boss, very, very, very tough, very hard to beat when you're not
Take this torch
level 30.
Wonder Woman wants its power in your...
That promethium flame will draw the information out of those bestiomorphs. No matter how the poor beasts try to protect their mistress.
Alright, so there we have our main part of the mission, interrogate some berserkers, like we had to interrogate Bane's thugs back in Cape Carmine. And now we also have a side mission here.
Circe's ambrosia elixir, a deadly poison to Amazons. Confiscate this elixir and save my sisters!
Since we're going to be in this area doing this stuff anyhow, we might as well take this mission. It will get us a source mark and some free soda colas. Alright, we're over on this side. Okay, and there's another hero character there. Silver Soul Eater. Wow, how'd you get that name? Okay, and here's part 2 of our story arc collection.
Their conquests onto tusks and fangs.
And we pushed him back out of range. Okay, so there we got some of Cersei's will.
Help! Help!
Alright, here we got a bestiamorph to interrogate. Again, he does have a countdown timer. So you want to be quick. Okay, so this one's not going to tell us anything. So we got to keep on going here. We'll find another one. We'll, like Batman taught us, interrogate with extreme prejudice.
Get away! You've got to stop them! Help! Help! Tara, help us! Wonder Girl is in terrible danger!
Let's see what this one has to say.
Giganta.
Oh, this is Giganta. Wants to use Wonder Girl for something. We'll have to keep investigating and keep beating the crap out of these dudes until we find out what. And here we got this NPC here again, or this villain player.
Too late.
The kidnapping, those mystic stones, all this points to Circe creating a ritual to swap Giganta's mind into Wonder Girl's body. This is really big. No pun intended.
Okay, so they kidnapped her for a reason. But before we go on, we still have our little side mission to finish up. We're pretty close. Confiscate elixir from bestiamorphs. We need 2 more, so we want to finish that up before we go running out of here. And there's 1, so 1 more, and we'll be good to go. And yeah, that should have done it. Yeah, we got our source mark. Alright, so now we'll get up here someplace safe and access our journal.
Circe has enchanted those Sisyphean stones to prevent you from passing through. Destroy them. We must stop the ritual Circe and Giganta have planned for Wonder Girl.
Okay. And we did get another skill point, but we're saving those up for our stat points, which we have not unlocked yet. Let's check and see how we're doing on our powers. We did unlock a couple new ones. Flux is a shield. We just got a group heal. Recover that will recover health for ourselves and up to 3 group members. We had gotten our supercharged power there before. So let's go to loadouts and see what we have. Okay, we want to keep all that. Bioelectric surge, and so we have 2 healing powers now and 4 damage powers. But 2 of those, the arc lightning and the electro burst, the foot stomp one, also heal as a side benefit. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 healing powers and 4 damage powers in 6. So we got a couple that are dual purpose. So we don't need to really change anything around there. So let's go ahead and get on to the next part of the mission. And again, we have the little arrow on our mini map, as well as this little diamond right there by our head, showing us where we need to head out to. Okay, and yeah, there, this big old fella right here is that Minotaur. He is one of the bounties that you you find wandering around in the out in the open world, they will respawn back in the same spot time after time. And if we tried to fight him right now, even if we had some buddies at the same level as we are, he would still probably kick all our asses. But once you're level 30 and get some decent gear, you can come back here and whoop these guys' ass. And there's plenty of them. There's this Minotaur, near Metropolis Hospital you find Bizarro Superman, in Gotham, around Joker's henchmen you will find Clayface disguised as a Joker henchman, and you can fight him. There are quite a few of them. There's Arkillo, the one Yellow Lantern from Green Lantern comics. You can fight him out in the open world. We do want to sneak in here though and get this side mission. Yeah, see, there's Minotaur. He's level 46, and we are 14, so he would kick the crap out of us.
Massive amounts of magical energy. Destroy the stones and bring the shards to us. We can.
All right, and those stones are these reddish stones right here.
I will impale you!
So you can see there, we automatically destroyed it, and we got one of these shards. Okay, so here, yeah, there are heroes lead villains in collecting bounties. So that's heroes going and beating down guys, like we just said, like this Minotaur, like Bizarro, like Clayface, etc.
This fang could aid the Sentinels of Magic's restorative incantations.
Alright, so we gotta blow up some more of these stones. There's one up here, but we gotta get through this guy to get to it. So we can go hand to hand with him. He's not all that tough. Right bumper to recover and to block. Alright, I'm still hearing something here. Now, we already collected this. Or we collected the one right over there that was linked to it, but I'm still hearing the sound of something that's... It almost has to be that. It must be just a game glitch. Because they do make duplicates. We collected that one over there right above our heads, and when it turned white, this one also turned white. But we're still getting that sound as if, and there's a third one over there that also turned white.
To the attack!
Alright, so again, this is another time where we completed our main mission, but we still have our side mission to go, so we'll hang out here because you want to get those extra extra points, especially the extra source marks. Those will come in very, very handy later on when we have artifacts. Obtain shards, so we need 2 more Sisyphean stones to break. There's one. Alright, one more left. Again, when we start getting low on superpowers, then we switch to our weapons, and we want to rack up that hit counter. See there, we're up to 14 hits. The higher we get that counter up, the more quickly our powers will recharge. Alright, so now we got all our missions here accomplished. Now there should be a collection. One of the blue ones around. No, it's not right here. Alright, so now we have to go to the metro station building. And now we'll move to an interior scene, and like a solo mission. And we have, yeah, we do have somebody out here with a side mission.
The Mirror of Narcissus allows us to discover Circe's plans through her vanity. We lost it in a skirmish with her bestiamorph general. I charge you, recover this for the Amazon.
Okay, we will go get your mirror. Okay, so now we're actually fighting the boss of this story arc, which is going to be
Giganta once
Giganta.
wanted to possess my own body. Now Circe must have promised her Wonder Girls. Knowing Giganta, her greed and impatience will lead her to rush the ritual. Go carefully. A mistake goeth.
And then here is
Please help
another
me out.
side mission.
My squad is in there, and who knows what that Circe person and her monsters have done to them. I'd go in myself, but I got a wife and kids.
So we're gonna fight our way through here. And by, like I said, by having those, knowing our partners and ones equipped to our loadout, we're able to keep ourselves at full health while still
They
kicking the
took
bad
her
guys'
deeper into the
butts.
station. We must stay on their trail.
Circe's beasts are at my command. Challenge me and die, mortal.
Alright, this general, he's a mini-boss, and he's the one that has that mirror that we need to get. Rescuing these, anytime you see like that red cross, that healing above someone, That's to rescue them.
I must request aid for our fallen sisters.
We're gonna keep fighting our way through these guys. A little bit of damage to it as soon as right there. Now these are where the side mission to
Wonder Girl, before late.
bastard sneaking up. That's okay, we take it pretty quickly. Yeah, there's 4 groups. There's 2 rooms on this side, and there's the our investigation. We want to be sure to collect that up. And we got Potts in
This
chat,
law
19
did not
Potts
come from the
1980, saying, "Hey,
quadrupedal
sup, mate? How's it going, Potts? Going today?" Just playing a little free DC Universe.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Trying to help out Wonder Woman here. Kicking the snot out of some bad guys in Metropolis. Alright, so one more cop to rescue. Then we will take on the mini boss.